Hello, my name is Patty Boy-Williams, and as your current Town Council member representing the 2nd District of Farmington and Unionville, I have been busy working to implement the priorities that you told me about when I first ran for this office 2 years ago. I am running for re-election in order to continue to improve town services, to address Farmington's and Unionville's aging infrastructure in a responsible manner, taking into account priorities and budgets, and to strategically protect the town's open space from unreasonable development while still allowing for growth that will enhance our strong business climate that helps to keep our taxes low. In 2017, I promised to govern with inclusion, transparency, and integrity, and I have kept those promises. I have governed with inclusion by appointing Unionville and Farmington residents to new committees, focusing on qualifications instead of party affiliations, and listening to the ideas of everyone on the town council in order to ensure that the best ideas are considered and the best possible outcome is obtained. Including the viewpoints of others requires compromise, and rather than shut people out, our Democrat-led town council chose to listen to and incorporate everyone's viewpoints in final decisions. This is shown by the number of unanimous, bipartisan votes that occurred during this term. I have governed with transparency by ensuring more communication reaches town residents. This year, we added 2 additional town newsletters so that you will get updates in your mailbox more regularly. We initiated the creation of an infrastructure report that is available on the town's website to give you more information about the conditions of our buildings and our roads, including a list of roads and when they were last paved, and identifying the roads that are scheduled to be paved in the next 5 years. This also allows us and residents to think about our long-term repairs and improvements and ensure that we plan ahead for larger projects and prioritize more urgent needs. I have governed with integrity. I have thoughtfully considered your comments and responded to your concerns regarding traffic, bicycle safety, and sustainability. By providing more information to you, you can be better informed about our town, but also hold those of us on town council accountable to you. I have worked respectfully with all council members, taking into account their views and yours, in order to do what's best for Unionville and Farmington. As I've mentioned to members of the community, I understand that even though I may think something is best for the town, you may not necessarily agree. And I have worked to consider your opinions in addition to my own. My decisions have been based on town needs, prioritizing urgent needs and delaying lesser priorities in order to ensure that our town is managed in a fiscally responsible manner. During this term, the Democrat-led town council passed 2 unanimous, fiscally responsible, bipartisan budgets that were overwhelmingly approved by Farmington and Unionville residents. We also addressed necessary safety and security improvements at our K-8 schools and ensured that our infrastructure throughout the town is being regularly maintained so as to spread out necessary spending over a period of time rather than large amounts of spending all at once. Finally, we even added town services in order to improve communication to residents and advance the safety of pedestrians and bicyclists by enhancing signage in town, which has the added benefit of potentially removing cars from our heavily traveled roads. We did all of this without significant raises to your taxes, effectively doing more with less. In fact, the tax increase over the past 2 years was lower than the prior 2 years' tax increase and lower than the rate of inflation. As your town council representative, I will continue to listen to your concerns. I will focus on best practices to do more with less while preserving and enhancing our town services to address your concerns. And I will continue to lead with integrity, transparency, and inclusion. Vote for me, Patty Boy-Williams, and for the team on Row A on November 5th. And help me continue to do the job on town council that you elected me to do.
2 years ago, we made history. I, along with a number of my fellow Democrats, was elected to the Farmington Town Council and unanimously voted vice chair. Because of your support, I led the Town Council's unified adoption of the competitive design and bidding process for Farmington High School to ensure funds are responsibly spent. I found ways to save money in our town budget by thorough line-by-line analysis and creating transparency. I made our government more open and accountable by compiling a public infrastructure report detailing our framework's current condition and future needs. I reduce town spending by spearheading the efforts to transition our town workers to an HSA plan. And when the FDTC asked if I would consider running for town council chair, I agreed to accept that great challenge because there's still work to be done. As your new Farmington Town Chair, I will continue to serve you by establishing a stable level of service and taxes our town can stand behind, by creating a budget that supports and rewards our dedicated town employees like our educators, police officers, firefighters, and highway and ground workers, by planning responsibly, addressing our ongoing infrastructure needs, and implementing the competitive bidding standards to capital projects where we can maximize and guard our tax dollars. My name is Bruce Charette, and I believe in this beautiful, vibrant community that welcomed my partner Dan and I to our forever home. We all deserve a local government that leads with integrity, fights for transparency, and governs with inclusion. Vote for me Tuesday, November 5th. With your help, we can make that happen today, tomorrow, and especially in 2020. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Bryan FX Connolly, and I'm running for Farmington Town Council in the 1st District. I'd like to tell you a little about myself, what experience I bring to the table, and how that experience can benefit you and the town if I am elected to serve on the Town Council. My wife Denise and I have been married for 25 years and have lived in Farmington for over 20 years. We have 2 daughters, Caitlin and Shannon, both graduates of Farmington High School and the entire Farmington school system, which has prepared them well to be productive and engaged citizens. As they say, you get out of it what you put into it. And I went all in. I have always felt it was important to give back more than I received. That's certainly a factor in my deep commitment to public service. I enjoy achieving good works for good causes and building better communities. I am very motivated and feel a great responsibility to help Farmington continue to grow and succeed as a thriving community. Making a difference. Many of you know me through my various activities in town, and I think it's fair to say I'm an active member of this community. I want to bring my experience and passion to the Farmington Town Council. Here's what I have to offer. Practical business experience. I was a business owner for 13 years, and with the help of a very talented team, we successfully grew our business from the ground up to a multifaceted broadcast video production facility. Municipal experience. I am currently the chair of the Farmington Economic Development Commission and have been an active member for the past 11 years. I also currently serve on the Farmington Village Center Committee, which has input on the development, beautification, and accessibility of Farmington Village. I was also a member of the Batterson Park Joint Advisory Committee. I'm also a former member of the Farmington Library Board of Trustees and was a member of the Farmington Village Green and Library Association. Community experience. I am the president-elect of the Farmington Rotary. Some of you may remember me as an assistant coach for girls travel soccer. Others may know me as a member of St. Patrick Church, a reader during Masses, and as past chair of the Parish Advisory Council. As your 1st District representative on the Town Council, I believe it's not only important to be engaged in the town, but also to be engaged with all its citizens. On the Economic Development Commission, I drafted the original strategy for engaging with businesses, which has helped us to retain and develop business in town, helping to keep our grand list strong and keeping taxes down. I believe it's important to keep people informed and engaged, and I will continue to do that because I want your voice to be heard. I also believe it's important to develop businesses in town prudently while maintaining our open space, our historic stature, our quintessential country feel, and our community connectedness. By encouraging smart and reasonable growth, we keep taxes low while also being able to invest in town infrastructure that supports the interests of all citizens and businesses. Better roads, better services, and support for our public education system, which is a catalyst for economic and civic development. I support developing quality of life opportunities for all generations, with improved accessibility, expanding our Rails to Trail system, and other town services that add value for all our citizens. I am Bryan F.X. Connolly, candidate for Town Council in the 1st District, and I am prepared to serve you with experience, initiative, and equity. Please vote on November 5th. I am asking for your vote, and I appreciate your support. I encourage you to vote Row A. We will all serve you with integrity, transparency, and inclusion. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Liz Fitzsimmons, and I am running for re-election to the Farmington Board of Education. I was elected to the Farmington Board of Education in 2015, and it has been my honor and privilege to serve on the board since then. Before I was a board member, I moved to Farmington with my husband, Ned Stachin, and 2 children, Bridget and Nicholas, because of the excellent school system. I ran for the Board of Education because I wanted to be a part of the system that had served my family so well and continued to provide such an excellent education for my children and all of the students in Farmington. I practiced law in Hartford as a litigation attorney for an insurance company, and I also have a master's degree in public administration from UConn. But my most important qualifications for being on the Board of Education are hard work, dedication, and passion. After moving to Farmington 11 years ago, I became very active in the West District Elementary School PTO as the treasurer and Board of Education liaison. For many years before running for an elected position, I attended countless Board of Education meetings, town council meetings, and town meetings, workshops, budget discussions, and superintendent leadership forums. My commitment to the Farmington Public Schools is clear. I was the co-president of Farmington Future and advocated for the budget referendum every spring. In doing so, I was able to listen to citizens voice their opinions on many issues at the town meeting, as well as budget hearings and Board of Education workshops. Now, as a Board of Education member, I also listen to citizens at those hearings, meetings, and workshops. While on the Board of Education, I have had the pleasure of serving on the Negotiations Committee, the Cafeteria Committee, Green Efforts Committee, and the Curriculum Committee. I was appointed to the Farmington High School Facility and Finance Ad Hoc Subcommittee and served as a Board of Education representative on that subcommittee, which reported to the Town Council. It is my hope that with your help, I will be able to continue my service to the students of Farmington and be re-elected on November 5th. Please vote for me, Liz Fitzsimmons, on November 5th, and my team, Beth Kitner and Matt Wagner, on Row A. We will work together to deliver results. Thanks for listening, and thanks for your vote on November 5th.
Hello, my name is Edward Gianaris. I'm a lifelong resident of Farmington, and I'm running for re-election to the Farmington Town Council in the 2nd District. It has been my pleasure to serve you on the Town Council. With your support, I hope to continue to work hard for the residents of Farmington and Unionville. I'm a financial analyst with a master's in business administration from the Barney School of Business at the University of Hartford, and a bachelor's degree in international business from the George Washington University. I've worked as a senior financial analyst at the Travelers in the past, and I currently work there as a finance software developer. My many years of work experience in budget analysis, data analysis, forecasting, and long-term planning serve me well in working on our town's budget and finances. On the council, I've worked to adopt a competitive bidding process, create a more transparent budget, and change to a health insurance plan that will result in significant savings for the town. and I plan to continue to work for fiscally responsible and cost-effective budgeting, always keeping the taxpayers in mind. If reelected, I also plan to continue working to support high-quality services for our seniors, preserve our town's heritage, to protect our town's beautiful environment and open spaces, and maintain Farmington's excellent school system. Having attended Union School, IAR Middle School, and Farmington High School, I know and value the quality education that I received in Farmington. Along with my duties as counselor, I serve as council liaison to the Economic Development Commission, Unionville Historic Commission, and the Farmington Library Board. Before being elected to the town council, I served 12 years on the Zoning Board of Appeals, with 5 of those years as chairman of the ZBA. It has been my pleasure to serve Farmington for the past 14 years as a public servant. My strong sense of public service comes from my family's example. My mother, Liz, has served many years on the Board of Assessment Appeals and was Deputy Registrar of Voters. My father, Demetrius Gianaris, was Farmington's state representative for 16 years and served on the town's Board of Education. Serving Farmington and Unionville has been an honor for me. I am happy to give back to the community that has given me so much. I ask for your support and hope you will vote for me, Edward Gianaris, on November 5th to continue to represent you on the Town Council for District 2. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Matt Wagner, and I'm running for the Farmington Board of Education. I am excited to be a candidate for the Farmington Board of Education, and I'm eager to serve our community. As soon as my family moved to Farmington, I have been a parent advocate at Board of Education meetings, Town Council budget meetings, and by talking with friends and neighbors in town. I want to continue that advocacy as a member of the Board of Education. We are fortunate to have quality public schools, and I want to make sure that continues for our students and families. I want to keep Farmington Public Schools a leader in public education. I want to promote safe and secure infrastructure that fits programming needs. And I will accomplish this all while ensuring resources are used efficiently to deliver services to our students. My professional background includes over 10 years of finance and accounting experience. My record of results in budget management will be a valuable resource to Farmington schools and families. As a member of the Board of Education, I will collaborate with town and school officials to make sure taxpayer dollars are managed effectively and efficiently to deliver the best services for the students of Farmington. My wife Liz and I are the parents of twin boys who both attend Farmington Public Schools. We love the rich history of this community and moved here for the high quality education. In my free time, I enjoy spending time at winding trails, biking with my family, and reading to my kids. I volunteer with the Cub Scouts, Special Olympics, and look forward to volunteer opportunities at Union School. Most importantly, if elected, I will be committed to the responsibility of this office. I will show up. I will attend and be actively engaged in Board of Education meetings, involved in board subcommittee work, and will attend all important Board of Education and school-sponsored activities. The choice you have as a voter is, who are the individuals who show up? Who are the individuals who will take the time to understand the complex issues we face? Who are the individuals who will ask questions and be an active board member in the community? In this election, I'm that individual. My name is Matt Wagner. I'm your candidate who will show up and do the work, and I ask for your vote on November 5th. In our local election, I am that candidate along with my Board of Education running mates, Liz Fitzsimmons and Beth Kitner. We will be a great team on the Farmington Board of Education. If you have any questions or would like more information about my campaign, please look me up through Facebook at Matt Wagner for Farmington Board of Education. Again, my name is Matt Wagner. I'm running for the Farmington Board of Education, and I ask for your vote on November 5th.
Hi, my name is Beth Kitner. I'm currently serving a 2-year term on the Farmington Town Council, and as that comes to a close, I'm running for the Farmington Board of Education in the election coming up this November. I've lived in Farmington for 22 years. My husband Thomas and I have 3 boys, ages 17, 12, and 10. All 3 attend Farmington Public Schools. I have very much enjoyed watching our children grow, not just educationally, but also socially and emotionally throughout their time in the Farmington schools. It's the tremendous value that our public schools bring to our community that has me seeking a position on the Board of Education. I appreciate so much about our town, its quality of life, the schools, our town services, recreation, and the people who live and work here. It is truly a great community, and one that has inspired me to give back by volunteering and getting involved in public service. I have my bachelor's and master's degree in social work and worked in the nonprofit sector as a case manager, program director, and grants administrator for over 15 years. Working with people in need of assistance and working in an administrative capacity has helped me in my role as a member of the Town Council. When we became part of the school community in Farmington, that's what propelled me to give of my time as a volunteer in our town. For 10 years, I was an active volunteer with the Noah Wallace and Westwoods PTOs, and I have also volunteered with the Farmington Little League as well as several high school booster clubs. From 2011 through 2017, I was president and co-president of Farmington Future, a nonpartisan group that advocated for Farmington schools and town services. In that role, I informed the public of key issues, the priorities and actions of local elected officials, and encouraged residents to be engaged in the town's budget process and other important town issues. Increasing community awareness and involvement is something that I've brought to my role as a town council member, and it's something I will continue to prioritize as a member of the Board of Education. As a current member of the Farmington Town Council, I have worked to increase community engagement by getting more residents involved with town boards and commissions and new committees, expand communications from the town to residents by increasing the frequency of the town newsletter, instituting a townwide infrastructure report, and supporting the increase of information available to residents on the town's website. Put a priority on compromise by listening to and incorporating the ideas of others when making decisions, and pass unanimous, fiscally responsible, bipartisan budgets that were overwhelmingly approved by voters. These budgets address necessary safety and security improvements and other capital needs in our schools and ensured that our infrastructure throughout the town is being regularly maintained. And finally, bring improvements to town government and services with lower tax increases than previous town councils. In order to make sound decisions as town leaders, we must encourage the involvement of our residents, include a variety of perspectives, and make decisions in a transparent fashion. Decision-making in this way isn't always the easiest approach. It's usually more difficult, but it's what our residents deserve. Residents also deserve elected officials who are knowledgeable, who show up, who are aware of what's required of them, and who are willing to do that work. In my years of involvement with the Farmington schools, Farmington Future, and most recently, as a member of the Town Council, I have proven myself in those areas. My work with Farmington Future taught me a great deal about the budget process of the school district and the town, and that knowledge helped me perform my job as a member of the Town Council. I've been in the room for years of Town Council and Board of Education meetings. I have a thorough understanding and appreciation of the role of the Town Council, the Board of Education, town and school administration and staff, as well as the budget process. I have the knowledge, skills, and experience necessary to serve on the Board of Education. I'm ready and willing to take on this very important responsibility. And that's why I'm asking you for your vote for me, Beth Kitner, along with the other members of the Democratic team for Board of Education, Matt Wagner and Liz Fitzsimmons. We are the experienced team that will work together to deliver results for Farmington and Unionville residents. Election Day is Tuesday, November 5th. Thank you.
Hi, I am David Lee Kowski, and I'm a candidate for Town Council 1st District this November. I wanted to take this opportunity to introduce myself and tell you why I am running for Town Council. I have been a Farmington resident for 25 years, and my wife Ira has lived in town since 1975. Ira and I have 3 children, Dustin, Evan, and Isabel. All 3 attended Farmington Public Schools, and my family has been active in the life of Farmington through all those years. I believe the town of Farmington benefited when the current council members were elected 2 years ago. The opportunity for fresh ideas and new perspectives on budgeting, planning of capital improvement projects, and improving town services by doing more with less has been realized. A fiscally responsible effort to save money in our town's budget by a thorough line-by-line analysis has only enhanced the transparency and resulted successfully in 2 unanimously passed budgets the last 2 years. When asked to join my fellow Democratic candidates for town council and current Vice Chair Bruce Charette seeking the town council chair, it was an opportunity to build off the last 2 years. My experience as a licensed architect in the state of Connecticut, working on complex capital projects, will be an asset as the town council moves forward with prioritizing infrastructure projects for the future. In addition, moving many projects through complex regulatory requirements and multiple bidding and delivery methods, I am uniquely qualified as the town council will once again be part of the competitive bidding design process for the Farmington High School project. It would be here that I cite my experience with the recently opened project, the Litchfield Judicial District Courthouse. This courthouse was a $72 million capital project by the state of Connecticut. It is located in Torrington, but it had gone through 15 years of different difficulties and complexities of the process to get it approved. As the project manager and took over the project, I instituted a best value selection, design, and construction process that resulted in a building that is now open and in business for the state of Connecticut judicial branch and has successfully been accepted by the design community as an award-winning building in the construction industry. So it's here that a complex project like Farmington High School would parallel my experience with the Litchfield Judicial District project, and I believe I could bring the same talents to my experience as a member of the town council. So I would gladly seek your support on November 5th. Thank you.